My name is John Davis of Haltom City, Texas, owner and operator of J. Davis Tree Care Solutions. Have been doing professional tree care, insect and disease diagnostic work, and tree health care since 1981. I heard of hired Partridge down in West Palm Beach, Florida, believe it or not, at a John Maxwell event. I'm also a John Maxwell certified coach and speaker. I was looking for I'll be kind here, I was looking for a more ethical, moralistic, whatever words you want to use, person to help grow our business to a higher level. We had kind of hit the peak as far as about $2.5 million in sales, the largest tree care, residential tree care firm in the Dallas-Fort Worth market. In 2008, things had, we dropped about $1 million in about a year. We've now, of course, got that back up. But what I was doing, I was looking for someone that had been there, done that, that type of deal. And so, I'll be honest with you, when I went to the first event 6-8 months ago down in Houston, Texas, I went there thinking this was probably the same old. Yeah, you're going to pay some big bucks and you're going to be in some meetings, but generally you're going to have to dig out pretty much what you need. It's going to be not much of a self-serve. It's going to be the ones that I had been used to before because I had been in several of them, and not to knock them, but I needed some done for you type stuff to save me some time. But I really wasn't expecting that. Well, I went to the Houston event, got invited to it, and was blown away by the event, okay, the amount of information that I collected. I mean, I sat there and just ate this stuff up because I was getting, things to do. I was meeting people that was doing it, but main thing from the stage, I was getting a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking, well, okay, yeah, but here comes the deal. You're going to get the pitch. You're going to get it's going to be an inner circle. That's fine. So I'm a little apprehensive, but I figured I probably might do it anyway because it was local. I'm in Dallas-Fort Worth. They're in Houston. But here's what I didn't expect. I did join. I joined the one of the top-level coaching programs with Howard. But what I didn't expect is the amount of material and the amount of done-for-you stuff that this guy piled on us. I mean, the site that he gives you to go to once you join I was looking over it and I was thinking, my goodness, I've went for years, trying to develop a lot of this stuff, and here this guy's already got it, And now, true, it may be not exactly in my niche, but who cares? Change a few words, and it is in my niche, And so on top of that, it was the frequency of the conversations that you have with the people, Howard, and Rick, his coach, every week, and so no reason to fail. And so I wasn't at a point that I was failing, but I was at a point where I needed to refine systems. I needed to redo business models and customer service models and whatever. And so I'm looking on the side and stuff, and then all the stuff that he gave me when I left there, because when I left Houston, I was immediately in a college. I was stuck his CDs in, and I'm going through his systems, and I'm thinking, so even before I got home. But there's another great thing about it that you do not, or at least I never, and I've been in several of them, won't name them, but even some decent ones, but I never got the customer support that I got. And because here again, I was apprehensive. I've been in masterminds and stuff for going on 20, 25 years now, been in some of the big ones. But what blew me away is when you get in most of them, you're immediately told how much personal contact you're not going to get, especially not with the guru. And you're immediately told and explained to that, maybe email, but you're not going to get the type of support that in other words, they put you off to let you know, don't bug us. We'll bug you, you don't bug us, okay? But I was told I could get a hold of this lady, Michelle, in this Santiago. I love that name. I wish my mama named me that, Santiago. And and I was told this, but I think, yeah, right, okay, that's really going to happen. Let me tell you something, it happened. Michelle was very accessible. Santiago was very accessible. Howard, I'd send him an email, he'd pop it right back to me. And I'm thinking, come on now, this is a different deal, And so it has been massive for us. And I'm now in the process in the Dallas meeting coming up, and I believe it's October. My licensee or other business owners in the Dallas-Fort Worth market are going to become a part of it because this is what they need. I finally, and that's part of what I was doing. I was out searching for something where, I'm almost 60 years old. I know I look about 40, but I am about 60 for my next birthday. And I'm looking to pull out some, so I want this mindset to get in Justin, Billy, and Keith, and all these guys, and Julie, and that are licensees of mine, to let them begin to take this further. And that's what I'm going to do with this, is I'm going to join them up with it and let them start coming to meetings and begin to build their mindset. In my opinion, my humble opinion, won't find any better inner circle a program to get involved with and better workshops to go to, because it's not going to be a problem of you not getting enough. It's going to be a problem of turning the hose down just a tad because, but I'm good at putting things aside and getting to it later so I can handle it. My advice is, if you want to get your business growing, and let me say this, and maybe I shouldn't, but I'll throw it, they can cut it, is ethics and morality, means something. John Maxwell, I'll say this real quick, was asked to write a book about business ethics. And John said to his New York publishers, and Howard knows about this, I can't write the book. He said, how come? He said, because there's no such thing as business ethics. They said, what? He said, there's no such thing. You're either ethical or you're not. You want to get with ethical people that's got morals, they got values. And that's one good thing that I wouldn't be afraid to bring my grandkids to the workshops and around the people that I've met at these places, because they are ethical in their ethics. The ones I've met and been around Howard and some of these people, their ethics and morals in their business is the same as in their private life, which is good. In other words, there's continuity of ethics. That's what I like, because I'm not a do-gooder. I do. I'm a Christian, and that's the way I direct my life, and so I got continuity in that. But that will grow your business, and so if you want to grow your business, I can tell you where to go and get a hold of these folks and get involved as soon as you can. You'll be very happy you did. My feelings is I've got the tools now, and mine is a little different maybe than most, because I've got a lot of things on the table. I pastor a church. We're getting involved in the hamburger restaurants. I've got the tree service businesses. I also do marketing for tree care firms. So I've got all this stuff on the table. And so being with Howard, speaking with Howard, I think he's the guy, I'm talking to him, that can help me line this stuff up. And so what it's going to do for me, by me being able to hand over to him the owners of these licensees that I have, is going to take a burden off of me tremendously, because I'm going to let them teach them. There's no sense in me getting it and trying to rehash it to them every week. They're now going to become a part of it. And so the impact that's going to make on my life, when I've got 5 grandkids now, that I've got football games, basketball games, I've got baseball games, and you're flying here and there, don't want to miss any. You really don't know what impact it's going to make on my life, because even knowing that's happening, because it's happened some already, because of the weekly staff meeting that we've got access to, my goodness. I mean, I don't know the hours I sat setting up a meeting on sales or marketing, whatever, for our Monday meeting that we have with our licensees and staff every Monday from 11 to 1. All I do now is I bring it up on our screen, and I've got pre-made weekly staff meetings. find that somewhere. I mean, and so, but I don't have to do that. I can just go on his site and get some stuff that we're needing to do and bring out the forms and hand them out to the people in the meeting, and we go over them. But the weekly staff meeting is a tremendous thing. But no, it's gonna save me a lot of time where I can begin to sit on my front porch more, drive my tractor more, take care of my wife's cattle more, because we live on a farm out in Wise County, Texas, or Boyd, Texas, in Wise County, and out on a little farm, and so that's what we stay there a lot, and so it's going to give me more time to sit and listen to the birds, knowing things are going to get taken care of.